Since the sinking of a South Korean warship in March, tensions on the Korean peninsula have been rising. Seoul and Washington blame the North for the attack. Pyongyang denies it. Now, ahead of US and South Korea military drills taking place from Sunday, the North is being typically bellicose. The army and people of the DPRK will start a retaliatory sacred war of their own style based on nuclear deterrent in order to counter the US imperialists and the South Korean puppet forces.
What is happening in and around the Korean Peninsula is very worrying. We can call it as a very volatile situation, we can call it as an escalation of tensions, but what is happening now is the war. The Korean War, which started exactly 60 years ago, has never ended. And what we can see now is the repetition or the sort of recurrence of tensions which might lead to the continuation of the Korean War.
But the threats from North Korea aren't going to stop the US and South Korean navies putting on a formidable show of force. They'll last for 4 days. 8,000 US and South Korean troops will take part.
Our planned exercises, as we've indicated, are defensive in nature. They reflect our important alliance with South Korea. Their intent is to demonstrate that we are committed to the security of South Korea and the region.
But add to that the US Secretary of State's visit to the Korean demilitarized zone, and it makes an already paranoid North Korea even more nervous.
There will be physical response against the threat imposed by the United States militarily. It is no longer the 19th century, which is main trend of gunboat diplomacy at that time. It is a new century, and the Asian countries are in need of peace and development, and DPRK is also moving to that end.
North Korea appears especially unpredictable now because of the frailty of its leader, Kim Jong-il. There are occasional unconfirmed reports of jockeying for prominence amongst the higher echelons of the country's leadership. Beijing has also repeatedly warned against the military exercises. And yet further pressure is being piled on North Korea's elite with ever more stringent sanctions to prevent money laundering and the importing of luxury goods. North Korea is now like a cornered wild animal, except that this one has unknown potential nuclear capability. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera.